So here's another question about functions. Again, we have two functions, f of x being 1 over x and g of x being 4x minus 6. Again, I'm rather keen to demonstrate this with the functions in some sort of flow chart. And I've set up two boxes here, and the top box is the f function, so this is f of x, and it obeys the rule 1 over x. And the bottom box here is the g function, so this is g of x, and its rule is 4x minus 6. Now, to get those values 1 over x and 4x minus 6 on the output of the box, we need to have x on its input. So part A asks us to find g of a half. So our value of x going into the g box is now a half. So wherever we see an x in the function's rule, we must write a half. So this is 4 multiplied by a half minus 6. And that's equal to 4 times a half is 2. Take away 6, we get negative 4. So this is equal to negative 4. And that's the first of the answers. In part B, f is suggested as negative a third. So our input here is negative a third. So wherever we see x in our function's rule, we must write negative a third. So this is 1 over negative 1 over 3. So we've got a fraction in the denominator, so we can turn the division here into a multiplication provided we turn the fraction upside down. So this is equal to 1 multiplied by negative 3. And our answer is negative 3. And that's the second of your answers. So in part C, we've been asked to solve f g of 1, take away g f of 1. We need to work from the inside out. We need to find what g of 1 is and then put that value into f. And here the reverse. So let's work on this first term. G of 1, we're putting 1 in here. 4 times 1 minus 6 will be negative 2. So it's negative 2 that we now pop into the f box. 1 over negative 2 turns out to be negative a half. So the answer to our first part is negative a half. Then we take away this term. Now, first of all, we need to find it from the f box with 1 going into it. Here's the f box. So we've got 1 on our input here. If we've got 1 on our input, 1 over 1 is simply 1. Now we put 1 into the g box, so this is an input of 1. 4 times 1 is 4, take away 6, negative 2. So our answer here is negative 2. So I'm going to put that in a bracket because it's easy to make a mistake with all these negatives flying around. So this is equal to negative a half plus 2. Well, 2 is effectively 4 2's, and we're taking one of them away, so we end up with 3 2's. So 3 over 2 is our answer for part C.